So I want to come on and talk about signs. So as you know, I'm going through chemo and I really don't want to do the next round of chemo. I mean, let's just be real. So I was like, well, I've been doing a lot of work on myself. Maybe things have changed. Maybe God has a different plan for me. And so I'm like, I want a sign. So of course I ask God, I ask the angels, I pray, and I'm like, can I please have a sign? For my next round of chemo. If I'm supposed to do the next round, please bring me a golden feather. If I'm supposed to not do the next round of chemo, then bring me a black feather. And that I will just instantly know when I see the message. So I asked for that a couple days ago. I wrote it in my phone so that way I didn't have to remember what exactly I asked for, because you're supposed to just let it go, give it to the universe, and the sign will come. So I ended up going to the lake last night. And when I got to the lake, as soon as I stepped onto the sand, I instantly remembered that I had asked about that. And I was like, oh yeah. It just popped in my head just randomly. And I'm like, okay. And then all of a sudden in my head, the song started playing by Robbie Robertson. Robbie Robertson. And it was the song entitled Golden Feather. And so it's playing in my head and I'm singing it in my head. And so then I pull it up on my Apple Music and I listen to the song because I love that album. Like, that album was like, used to be my favorite album, but I haven't listened to it in ages. And so I was like, that was random that it popped up. And I was like, golden feather. I'm like, okay, so let me look up what I had wrote down what golden feather meant. So golden feather meant for me that, yes, his will for me is to do the next round of chemo. And so then I was like, oh, that's the first time I've gotten a sign that way. Usually I ask for tangible signs, like stuff that I find. Excuse me. But it was in my head, it was in my thoughts. So I'm like, oh, so I do receive. I mean, I guess I've known that, like, the inspirational thoughts that come in are messages from spirit, but at the same time, it's like, it was just kind of confirmation, because on top of that confirmation, when I went to go leave the lake, on the radio, which so random, they never play Robbie Robertson's songs on the radio. And on the station we were listening to, it was the song by Robbie Robertson. Like, here's a song by Robbie Robertson. I can't remember the name of the song, but it had the same type of melody as Golden Feather, like the whatever it's called. And so I was like, oh my gosh, that is so random. Like, that is so showing you how interconnected it is. And it was just complete confirmation for me that yes, I am hearing that. And then yesterday, I got inspiration to take out my book, Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life. And I had opened to this page that I had marked, I guess, a while ago. And what was in there? Let me show you. So this was about forgiveness and about dissolving resentment, which is kind of exactly what I need right now, because I need to work on forgiveness and dissolving resentment. So that is what I plan on doing today. I have trouble letting things go, clearly, with my chemo constipation. So that is what I'm going to be working on today to get that energy moving. And this morning I also did a meditation with Nikki Sutton on her Sleepy Time app, and it was connecting to my spirit guides. And so what I felt was my spirit guides coming in were all the divine energies. So like the Jesus energy, the God energy, the Mother Mary energy, the Archangel Michael, Archangel Ariel, and of course, my guardian angel, who I call Joseph. And so I just felt like they were all there. And when I asked what was my life purpose, it was like I felt like my life purpose is to bring a light to the dark, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. And all the messages that I'm getting recently has to do with bringing light to the dark, with cutting the tree back and letting the light in so new growth can happen, and about how we can raise our vibration and bring lightness to the dark no matter what we're going through. And so the fact that, I have to go through this cancer diagnosis and I'm facing so much darkness, but being able to find the light within it and to light up the dark so it's not as scary. And it'll help hopefully minimize side effects and so forth and stuff like that. So I'm just going to keep plugging forward and keep focusing on the positive and being grateful and thankful and appreciative for all the messages that I'm receiving, and learning how to change my thoughts, which isn't always easy. I mean, I catch myself daily, like, going back into focusing on the problems, like this rash here is finally improving because the steroid cream is finally working. But I find myself focusing on the negative stuff versus the positive stuff. It's like when something goes wrong, it's like I'm hyper focused on what's going wrong rather than what's going right. And that's just part of being human. And it's about acknowledging that and becoming aware in order to change it. And so now when I do that, I still do it, but I try and turn it in my head. So like all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I'm doing it again. So I'm happy, healthy, wealthy, health, happy, healthy, wealthy, abundant, happy, healthy, wealthy, abundant. And like I just keep repeating it over and over again, and trying to really feel into that. I'm happy, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm abundant. And focusing on that and not just saying it, but feeling it. Like imagining myself, like I see myself, I have a picture up on my wall up there, and I don't know if you can see it right there, but she's like in a field of sunflowers. And she's just got her arms open, her head up, and she's just like fully embracing the freedom, fully embracing that she's fully healed and happy and healthy and abundant. And so that is what I'm going to continue to visualize when I say that and continue to look at that picture up there. So I hope this message helps you. Love always and forever. Bye.